All right, welcome to episode 12 of Cyberpunk Night City Discordance. Tonight we're picking up right where we left off with the last episode. The band has prepared their stage for their show that's going to be broadcast out over the data pool. They've got their new set of instruments already in about to be destroyed, I'm sure of it. But let's see where they take it. The players now have free reign to do what they want for their show, and let's see how they describe what they're doing and what songs they're playing. I'm going to turn the show over to you guys. You tell me how this goes. I want to know what songs you're playing, if you want to give a description of them, obviously. And let me know what you guys want to do with it, because literally this is your creative time. They gave you 20 grand to do whatever you wanted. And let's see what that brings. I already know about Polly's situation, what has happened with the Dragon Head. That's going to be at the very end of the set.
Right.
So tell me, guys, how does your set go? What do you do on camera that's being broadcast over the data pool?
Okay, well, I guess we'll start with music. We're going to open with the same song that we debuted when we sent it out over Continental's shit, which was Continental Divide.
Yep.
And that's about how Continental has divided the people due to their monopoly over the food industry.
Right.
And that's also, just for our viewers right now, that is the only song that we play that has, in the title, is a direct link to a corp. All the other songs that I will read off, they're all subtle hints that, people will pick up on later on. They're not going to stand out as like, oh, we're shitting on this corp. As far as that song goes, I will basically perform that song on my end exactly how it was performed when we released it.
Okay.
What about the rest of you?
Z performs everything per normal, because, as far as she's concerned, yeah, this is about normal.
I guess what we'll do is I'll read off the songs and their meanings. And then if you guys want to do something with that specific song, like your performance or whatever, we'll stop before we go into the next song and we'll explain what's going on.
That works.
That totally works.
Just to kind of like play through what CD is going to be doing. CD will be playing much harder than he normally plays. So where I might, scratch the records or whatever, or, play the keys, I'll be slamming. I'll just be like the character's whole body will be used aggressively against these instruments, to the point where it will, like, every song, the heavier it gets, the more damage I will be doing to these instruments, in the hopes that they break and cause like dissonant feedback and like crazy things. Halfway through, at a point where like there's just music and Jeff's character's not singing, I'll pull out the spray paint and I'll spray paint the slogans for shirts on the part facing the crowd. Then I'll set it on fire and I'll continue to just bash and play while the instruments are burning and melting. I don't care. And then eventually I'll like grab a mic stand and just start pounding and start playing notes. Like, that's just how I'll be doing. And then probably about 3/4 of the way through, I will just be like essentially like stage diving onto my instruments until like either I'm broken or they are. And that's just what my play is going to be. Just crazy, aggressive, angry.
So to clarify, I was going to have you guys do performance checks after everything, but it feels like the idea is, yeah, we're going to play some cool shit, but if it degrades, we don't give a shit because that's the point.
Yep.
Is that essentially
pretty
it?
much.
So
right.
Think of this for CD's perspective. The performance is still very much important to this, but it's not. This is very much like performance, not music. Like, I'm trying to make this like, I hate everything about this and this place and
These people and
all of that. Like, again, think Nine Inch Nails at Woodstock in '94. Like, just bleeding from the face, instruments broken, analog tapes streaming everywhere. Like that's what CD's trying to do.
if that's where we're going, that's where we're going.
That is where
similar to
it
what I'm
definitely
doing,
starts going.
because my mic doesn't actually have to be hooked up since I broadcast from the box anyway.
Right. Yeah, you have the
I'll
implants.
definitely be manipulating this expensive piece of equipment ways it should not be manipulated.
Really, when it comes to digital drums, a bitch has got her goddamn drums. You're going to hear me no matter what.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm probably going to need a performance role because I'm going to play the entire show laying down on my stomach with my guitar behind my neck.
You're just like
Fair
Yes.
enough.
And
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
And then as like the entire show, and then right at the end when all the chaos starts, I'll be the last one to get up and just fucking rage, go nuts, and smash shit with the guitar.
Okay. And how's Polly approaching this?
The harder that Nate starts scratching, the more Jeff fucks with the mic, the harder Z is pounding on the drums, the harder and faster I'm playing.
Okay.
Yes,
there
bitch.
will be some discordant, like between songs, some discordant riffs from one of TNT's popular shit.
Roll credits.
There,
Thank you.
there
You
is,
said I didn't have to. I was resisting.
as well as Gigabyte Me. I will be playing them extremely discordantly.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do the
I'll beat the
rolls
whole
now. And you guys can tell me what the other songs you want to play are. But to get them out of the way before I forget, so normally when we've done performance rolls in the past, it's just roll and let me know, and I'll let you know how good you do based on your roll. However, that will remain the same for everybody except for Max. Max has to hit at least a 15 on his performance roll
Dang.
Now,
because the way he's playing.
I would like to wait on my Rocker Boy roll until the last song when everything comes to the culmination. And that's when I would like to make that roll for the impact.
We'll do your Rocker Boy after everything, but we'll do the performance first. So, Sean, if
absolutely.
Max can give me your roll for your performance, your 15 is what you're going to need.
I may need to use a dice.
Don't forget you got cool points.
Yeah, you have luck you can spend. Don't forget, every point of luck you spend adds 1 to the result of your roll.
All right, do I spend that before or after?
Before.
I will blow 4 luck.
Okay.
Dang.
So go ahead and roll. And we're going to add 4 to whatever it is at the end. 21.
Like a boss.
Respectable. So there are some points where Max is having a little bit of issue getting everything taken care of with the way he's playing. But you push through it. You're a lucky son of a bitch. And you actually make it sound really good. So let's go on to Z. We're just going to go straight down here. So Z, give me your performance roll.
Yeah, it's
Respectable
in between
roll. You
fighting
got a
and ranged
15.
weapon.
I'm going to give you a bonus because Polly actually did really, really good on hooking everybody's stuff up. So we'll give a plus 3 to that.
amazing.
Yeah.
Thank
Everybody's
you.
going to get a plus 3 aside from Max because his was completely a different reason. We'll get a plus 3 to their rolls. So you get an 18 in total, which is really, really good. Like you guys are so
Not as
far
good as our first show, but
rocking out.
Good.
You're right. Some of the rolls in the first show are a bit better, but we haven't finished all yet. So let's get to Vox. And how does yours go?
So 18.
18 is also very good. CD.
All right. Give me 1 second.
CD got a 20 as well. Nice. Very, very nice. Polly.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, I am blowing 2 luck.
So a 23? 23, because you blew 2 luck. Wow. All right. So everybody got at least an 18 or higher. Max manages to maintain, actually put on a good show. So as you guys are going through your set list and things are being basically destroyed as you play on stage and just going through some severe punishment the way you guys are playing your instruments, you're making it actually look really good. Not only do you have a good sound going on, even with the discordant tones here and there, but the way you interact with each other, your interpersonal play on the stage itself, which is part of your performance, is fucking rocking. For you guys, the adrenaline of the show, even though you don't have a crowd, which is actually, to be honest, quite normal for you guys, you're getting that vibe. You guys are you're stuck in the music. You're just rolling through it. You feel it flowing out of you. And it's the reason that you play music. It just feels great to be on stage with your friends, playing music you believe in. And it's definitely carrying through the cameras. So, the set list, how does it go?
So the set list goes as follows. We started with the Continental Divide, which I already explained. Second would be Riot on Your Hands, which is about people rising up and taking the power back from the corporations, which we played at the first show. Another song we played at the first show that'll come up next is Eat Shit Cunts. It's about force feeding Continental the shit food.
My favorite one.
And next is
That one, actually.
That is one of my favorites.
next is assume the position, and that's how diverse media systems controls the public through lies and misdirection. Blood Money. It's a song about how Arasaka makes blood money due to weapons they make and the people they kill. The next song has meaning to the whole band, and it is also the debut of this song. It's called That One Guy.
Yes.
It's the song
you,
about
Chet.
Chet, but we never say
Fuck
Chet's
you,
name.
Chet.
It's all about an over-the-top douchiness of
Chet.
being a toady of Continental. Yeah, so it's all shitting on that guy. You basically fuck him. It's good times, so fuck that guy. Next would be constantly undermining natural trade, or cunt, C.U.N.T. And that's how Continental has ruined natural international trade of the food industry, thusly making many countries lose out on natural resources or money they would gain by basically going through natural trade and economy. The next one is kind of an interesting one that I liked, called Chemical Overload. It's how Continental spawned off of petrochem and their food poisons the nation.
Oh, you guys are
that and-
shitting all over Continental.
Right, but that
Oh, yeah.
but that song has special meaning to me because my parents got fucked when that happened.
Yep.
So,
So,
my
did
entire family lost everything and were kicked to the streets.
Yeah, because you were Petrochem before that all.
My parents were both middle managers for that and lost their asses.
How long do you guys want to play? This is a
We're gonna
good,
play through all
solid
all
set.
the songs I have listed.
Oh, all 12?
So we have a long way to go.
20, Ray.
20?
We're not there yet.
We have 20 now.
Okay.
How long is our time slot?
It was scheduled to be an hour and a half because they're like, they can't take longer than that, right? So you got
think
like,
I can.
Mistakes. They were made.
you got
Correct.
enough.
The people who planned this may have some.
I don't think your
Well, it
your instruments
depends.
are going to survive long enough.
Once our instruments get terrible, like we'll do it this way. At the hour and a half mark is when we'll call it to a close, and some of the new songs we've written come together. We'll debut later.
Yeah, you'll have to drop
So
probably
let me know song
3 or
wise
4
when
songs.
we
You
get
gotta
right
pull
before where we need to do the last one, Ray.
Okay.
I'll read off the songs and then let me know when you said the next one has to be the last, and I'll let you know because that's a specific song.
Oh, you're like, all right, we know
finale.
the integrity of the instruments can't take anymore, so last song.
Therefore,
All right, fair enough.
So the next song will be Manipulation Whore. And it's about how DMS and Continental brands work together to swindle people out of their money, basically feed each other as corpse to help the corpse grow and keep the upper hand over the people.
Mm-hmm.
The next song will be Here to Stay, and it's a song about our no matter what happens to us, our message is the important part, and the people should run with the message.
yes.
It's a popular
next.
chant song.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Prove.
So after that, it'd be Too Greedy to Feed the Needy. And it targets basically the rampant greed that runs through the corpse. It shits on the people that it's supposed to serve. Next will be Smothered by the Dead. And this is how this song
Yes.
basically touches on how every person who works for Continental Brands would be smothered or crushed by the amount of dead that they've caused by not, not relinquishing, but
Down-home
basically
family
by, right, by their illicit back alley murders and those that have starved to death because of them.
Okay.
Let's see, Night City's Burning. It's about the rampant court battles that destroy everything in their path in their pursuit of making extra shares.
Which is really, really poignant because we just had the 4th corporate war.
Yep.
Next one is It's Not Music Anymore. It's a motivational anthem to fight the system that decides who eats, who deserves shelter, and who lives and dies. How many
This
more
is-
we got, Ray?
This is at 14 right now.
Okay, how many we need to get to before we hit that hour and a half?
I'd say
One more and then the
probably,
last one?
yeah, we'll do one more in the last one to give you guys time for a small break between pause for station identification, that type of shit. You guys get a breather, get some water. Make sure CD's shit hasn't completely melted yet because it's on its way. And then
Okay.
continuing on.
So then this one, which will be the one right before the end set, is called Send the Poor to the Combat Zone. And it's kind of self-explanatory. Send the poor off to die.
Okay.
All
All
And
right.
that's how the corpse respond to not being able to use people anymore.
Think
Beef-
Holiday in Cambodia.
before your
Yeah.
That totally doesn't resonate with Z.
before your last song, you guys see Tyra has to kind of run interference because some of the people are like, we should call the fire department because shit's still on fire. This could get bad. You see her running interference, like, no, it's me fine. And she pays a couple extra Euro bucks out of her pocket, like, no, just shut up, do your job, let's finish.
She just got 2,500.
Right, she's got some money to spend to make sure this goes
At
off.
this point, I might pay her more.
Yeah,
Especially ending with that last song. Might be a thing Z does.
CD would definitely smash the fire out before it became a hazard to his health. So
Right.
It's
She's like, see, he's putting out. Just stop. Calm down.
Yeah.
She's handing over Euro bucks, like, here's $100, go buy a new pair of shoes, shut the fuck up and sit down and watch the show. So you guys cruise out of this last song.
Don't stop filming.
Tyra is putting up with all of
The
our
last song of the
shit.
set. The last song of the set is called "Sell Out, Die Out," and this is specifically how Diverse Media Systems is trying to buy us. We're showing them that we don't have a price, and
My
we're gonna
God.
burn and bust your shit on stage with the money you tried to buy us with.
Burn, baby, burn.
All right.
Now, my only question, Jeff, is which songs are you using your talent on?
Alan, which
Your talent.
the last one, "Sell Out, Die Out."
Yeah, that's when he wanted to do the Rocker Boy test. So now with the Rocker Boy ability, you can get people to do your fans to do stuff for you or follow through on your goals and your aims. For example, Johnny Silverhand has used it to start a riot against Arasaka. What's Vox's plan here? Like, what's your call to action to your fans? Because now at this point, you've got it at 5 now. Your Rocker Boy ability is at a 5. You have fans all across Night City. What's your call to action?
Call to action, because I'm doing it on this song, is to boycott DMS and to basically run interference on anything DMS is trying to do in the city or in close proximity. Because fuck DMS.
All right. Let's see your roll, and let me pull up the Rocker Boy stuff for myself.
I will use 7 luck.
This is going to determine how much interference I have to run, but okay, go.
So 8
Fall out of
plus
my
7. 15.
15. Do you want to use a dice?
Come
They're there
on, we
for
got
that.
it, baby.
Yes, I'm going to use a dice, and I forgot I get to add the +2 because of my box. But yes, I'm going to definitely use at least one.
This
die
is
there.
different. You don't get to use your +2 in the Vox for this. This is purely a charisma roll.
Purely
to get people
because
to
of
do
my
what you want.
turn. Okay, fair. Yeah, I'm going to use a die.
Jeff,
Okay.
as the other person who is going to wind up using the
Oh,
die,
use another one.
You want to use another
use
one?
whatever you have to.
Oh my god, another one.
Jeff, what the fuck? You
Keep
can't
going.
not botch.
Dude, I cannot roll for shit.
We have
Another one.
16.
You're down to 12.
Fuck. me.
So that's 17. All right, hold on. Let's take a look at your Rocker Boy stuff here.
Can
so
I
that's
help him?
Nope.
It's 5.
This is purely
plus
him.
Just plus a D10.
Right. Yeah, that's all it is. It's like your
And
Netrunner
plus
thing,
the
right?
7 luck. Right.
So let me take a look here. You're using another one?
Yeah.
Bitch, keep going until we're done. Until we get it. Keep going.
Well,
I will
hold on,
deal
hold
with
on.
Whatever consequences come after.
Let's-
if
What's
I
it?
die,
Hold
I
on, hold
die.
on, hold on. What's a 17?
With a 17, you're good. Like, you beat the huge group
Okay.
impact. So
Yeah,
you're good with
perfect.
that. So that was just one more. So you guys are down to a total of 11 dice now from your 16.
I'll take the 11 later for all of my shit.
So you put your message out. Now, with the
At the end, we're destroying whatever's left.
oh no, Polly's gonna narrate the crazy shit that ends everything here. You guys destroy stuff
Well,
and then
no,
something else happens.
We destroy our shit. My shit doesn't happen until we're clear of the stage.
Right. Now, during this entire time you guys are playing the show, the head of the dragon has been moving back and forth over the stage, like watching you all
And-
play.
Watch coming down, like angling down and watching us.
Right.
No one mourns the wicked.
Going and looking at each of the like it's scanning the crowd. You
Yep.
know, the whole 9 yards.
Now, once Vox finishes his call to action, he is pretty confident that the majority of fans of your music are going to boycott, like he has said. They're going to follow out on that because that was the one command given, and they're like, yeah, fuck this band, this brand, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
and
that
it
was great.
spreads through all of the
This is bad.
S4S
Some
fans.
shit. This is bad.
Now,
At that point, as far as I'm aware, we're going to exit the stage so, the end can happen.
are you
This
guys
is-
destroying the instruments? Like, beating the stage with
Yes.
the axes. Like,
Yep.
how do you guys want to do that?
I'll be looping, cables into other cables to basically be causing terrible feedback, and just I'll be like tearing keys off and smashing microphones into the keys, and
So shit goes just chaotic on stage at the end
Yep.
of the song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Smashing the monitors, smashing the amps, just
Pedals getting kicked across the stage.
I'm using the
just
sharp ends of
Using
my.
my-
hammering the
guitar.
pedals.
I'm using my crazy mic stand as a fucking baseball bat.
People are beating the shit out of Z's fucking drum kit.
yeah.
And then you guys,
Oh, I'm letting Z do Z shit.
Yeah, no, Z is gonna beat the fuck out of her goddamn kit. Like,
fair enough.
I'm a tap dancer. A bitch is gonna tap dance on the grave of this drum kit.
It's poor innocent drum kit. So once you guys destroy your instruments, you guys walk off the stage. Polly, what happens after that?
What happens is that the dragon's head will scan the audience one more time, and then it's gonna look down. And as it starts to turn to look down, it's gonna start growling real softly, and it's gonna keep getting louder for about 30 seconds. And then the mouth opens and jets of flame shoot down and pouring over all of our instruments, setting everything on fire. But it stops like an inch above the stage, so the stage itself doesn't actually catch fire.
All the
Just
instruments,
our
however,
fucking instruments.
burn to shit.
God.
As that happens, and it's just the flames washing over the instruments, you see the cameraman get really fucking nervous. Tyra's upstage going, oh, well, up on the balcony, just like, oh, fuck.
Oh, my band just
As
did
you-
that. Oh,
As you guys have gotten clear.
Right.
Now the cameras,
The dragon's head will keep getting hotter until the flame is out, to the point where the servos are going to melt and weld together. Nothing will be reusable.
it takes about 3 minutes after that. And the camera guys they're just pulling back, but they're like, we got to get all of this. This is too fucking good not to let it get, recorded. So they pull back, and it takes until you see some of the technicians that were around the stage from Ground Zero. They have no choice but to go get fire extinguishers and start putting it out. That's when they cut the feed. When people start to rush on the stage, they cut it. You guys hear the hiss of the extinguishers as they're trying to put the instruments out. Tyra's laughing her ass off upstairs. You see her going to get the cameras that she's set up. She descends the stairs, comes down to you guys. The house lights go back on, and she's chuckling. She's like, I didn't know you were doing that. Like, that's
Nobody did,
damn.
except for us.
Right. No, I'm betting whoever they cut to just now, you said it was TNT, they're probably like, what do we do now? And she just laughs.
since they're following us up, how are they going to top that shit?
then there's Z in the background going, yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I say we get the fuck out of here.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, good
Time
plan.
we go.
Yeah, gone.
She'll head out with you all. She got her cameras already. She's like, I got good footage of the whole thing. You guys did really good.
Sweet.
Making
I
sure
mean-
Tyra's in the middle of all of us so nobody can target her.
And you guys will kind of wind your way on back through. Let's see if they can put out the fire. So I'm going to roll.
Hope so.
Oh, please. Please let them put this
God.
out. Otherwise, this is really bad. There was
be.
bad, now there's really bad. It's a step
Shit
down
happens.
of the bad. To be
Emphasis
fair, we
down
went
to
from
14.
16 to 11.
Yep.
So,
So
fair.
the fire suppression manages to put out the fire as you guys are leaving. As you're leaving, you kind of hear some fire engines come down the street, and they pull up to Ground Zero as you guys make it out to the car. Tyra's like, I don't think we should wait around for any questions. Let's just go.
Yep.
No, we're out of here.
Guys, you going back to the hotel?
Not
Go
that
to a
hotel.
different hotel.
We're going to a no-tell motel.
Right.
That,
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys pick up another like seedy ass street side motel. You guys can always go back out to the Badlands or the Sunset.
Yeah,
It's up to you
go out
guys.
to the Backlands.
Let's
go to the Badlands. Why?
What's wrong with the
Well, with all the shit going on out there,
But we didn't cause any of that shit.
Yeah, but we can go
that
to that
doesn't mean we're not
hotel.
getting stuck in the middle of it.
We can,
Yeah,
but we can go
but
to
we
the
can
hotel
go-
that they already like us at, or know us
Right,
at. 'Cause we spend a lot of
absolutely.
time there. That's the whole point of going out there.
If you
'Cause
guys
we're safe.
insist, Z will go with it, but she's still like,
Yeah, but
Right.
we're out of the city then.
To be fair,
That's
you
a
say
lot
they
of-
like us. I disagree because I remember
Sangria
CD
does.
doing his shit.
We got one
El
guy.
Duce or whatever his
Pache.
name is. He El
Yeah.
Pache likes
Pache.
us.
Yeah, the
My
bartender-
station stands.
Scumbag.
The
CD
bartender's
did
one
kinda
of their
piss on
family.
shit.
Right. So like
Yeah, but that was, I mean, but you guys saved the guy's life in the end,
Yeah.
really. Like, so the claim was give you
Well-
shit. That's stupid.
I'd say, does
Yeah,
that,
that was
mean
mainly
the
CD's
bartender's
work, but
gonna
yeah.
give a goddamn fuck?
Maybe. You know.
He
But I
doesn't
can
want
tell you
fucking
this.
CD to kill him.
right.
You guys made CD out to be far more bloodthirsty than I think he truly is. But I appreciate it.
Only you're only
Murdered
saying that.
Chet.
You're only
Secret
saying that
agent man.
because the footage was lost.
It was actually. He killed
The
two
rest
people.
of us know the truth.
Yeah. So
what truth are you talking about?
Exactly.
What is
See-
the objective truth here?
Moving on.
he saved a life. That's all that matters. So you guys
Sure.
make it back out to the Sunset Hotel. It's literally just that side of the road motel, double layered, double deck hotel that you guys were at before. Nothing really big, nothing really too awesome. And it costs maybe €200 to stay the night
Okay.
Sounds
Paid.
for the 5 of you
Done.
for 2 rooms.
Done.
All right. You guys pay, get in, have a couple drinks at the bar, I assume.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's celebration time.
The bartender seems chill with you guys. So as you guys come down from the high of the show and
Somebody else can pay for the drinks, but I'm paying for the rooms.
okay, and the ringing in your ears slowly starts to kind of die down after the loud music, all the madness and the fire extinguishers. You guys are out at this hotel, probably about a good 10 or so miles outside of Night City, relaxing. Again, you've got that different sky. You can actually see the stars because there's not really a lot of light pollution out here. The air, again, like you guys were out here last time, it smells different. It even tastes different. It's cool. It's maybe around 75 or so, which is a really nice escape from the 100 or so degree days that you guys have had in Night City lately. So it's a cool night. You guys sit on the balcony, one of the tables outside the little bar for the hotel, having your drinks, and it's just chill. Tyra is laughing with you guys, talking to you guys about the show and how crazy that shit was, and she kind of wishes she would have filled her in on what was going down, but she appreciates the spontaneity of everything. And she's kind of wondering, like, as you guys are sitting back, she's taking a drink of her beer. She's like, so what's the next step? What do you guys want to do? I mean, we've just pissed off DMB. That's for damn sure. I mean, how do you want to go from here? Like, what do you want to pull it as? Like, I know that Chet was getting you guys into the shows with, like, you know, the Sangre nomads out here, and primarily we've done a lot of stuff in the data pool, but where do we want to go from here?
Well, we still owe them a show, but
Right.
as far
Yeah.
anywhere, whatever we can do next to continually get the messages we're putting out there, whether that's whether we start doing live shows more often, whether we put out more digital shows, the more people we can reach with the message that we have, the better.
This is where Z slightly breaks character. You need to know, to Tyra, obviously, you need to know this is how we are. Chet never saw us as we are. He saw us as something to make money.
I think Chet saw everybody as a way to make money, to be completely honest with you.
But you need to know this is how we are. If you get us a deal with Continental, we're going to do the same goddamn thing.
I didn't get you the deal at DM in the first place. That was all you guys. So
Right, but this isn't just like a gimmick or anything else. This
This
is
isn't
like,
a shtick.
This is
It's all about
this
the
is
message.
our life.
This is
This
us.
is our message, and we need to bring it.
well, I'll tell you guys what. I mean, honestly, here's my only one hard line. You know, if we're being honest, don't pull a silver hand on me, and we're golden.
I don't plan on nuking anybody anytime soon. Guys,
And if we get to that point, we'll give you the heads up.
and you
you'll
can
be out.
get well out of town before that happens.
You can cut free. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, we
You know,
did what we
if
could
we-
to get you out.
If we go
No,
to
I
that
appreciate
extreme, we don't need to take you with us. That's on us, not on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This,
just-
this isn't a quid the hell did they call it, Polly? Was it a quid pro row?
Squid Pro Row, I think it is.
Was it squid pro row?
You mean
It's
It's not a tit for tat.
Yeah.
right? I get what you mean. All right. I really don't give a fuck about anything in terms of like turning down record deals, whatever. You guys want to do that? That's fine with me. I really don't care. And I get that you guys are super anti-corp. So am I. Like I'm fine with that. I get that. Like I'm not shying away from that at all. I just want to know, like, should I be fielding record deals? Should I be fielding like more live shows? Like, where do you guys want me to go with the direction you want to take your band? It's your band. I just need to facilitate what you want.
As long as the
Vox?
go ahead, see.
No, I was just going to
No,
say.
I was actually saying Vox.
Yeah. But
As long as we're not directly helping fund these corps and are doing all we can to shit on them, that's all I wanted. Especially Continental.
Right. So I think we're missing we're miscommunicating. Maybe I'm not being clear.
If we can find
How do you
record
want me to
labels-
push you out? Do you want me to do you live shows? Should I be looking for smaller record labels to do something with? What do you want me to do for the direction you want to take the band? I know you want to keep on pissing on the corpse and not taking their money, etc. Where do you see me in that? How do you see me facilitating you getting your message out? Is really the question. Is it live shows? Is it more data pool stuff? Is it getting your record label? Like, what do you want me to do for you?
I would say focus more on data pool, but don't rule out live shows because live shows have heavy impacts.
Okay.
And if you can find a smaller time record label, I don't have a problem making an actual record.
At least until we make enough to start our own
label.
fucking label.
Okay.
I would like to ask everyone,
Because that cuts the bullshit out.
how far are you all willing to take this?
I mean,
Considering they killed my family, I'll take it to the grave.
I've already done some shit that's going to make some people real mad at me.
If everyone is prepared to die for this, and I am, what that means is we have to deal with the potential reality that if we do too much damage, our message is too loud, eventually they're going to take us out. And I'm okay with that. But what that then means is that we have to be as big and as popular and as out there as we possibly can so that when we do go down, our message is out loud and clear and we become fucking martyrs.
But
Yeah,
Well, we got
keep
a
it-
song about that.
I want to keep it subtle
Oh,
as far as
yeah.
I can because there's
Z,
only so
there
much
was-
I can fight.
nothing subtle about tonight, hon.
Z,
Like, I mean,
No.
the
When it
message
comes to
was
song
very clear.
titles and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
Where
yeah.
people are
I
going to
mean,
actually pay attention because honestly, the corps are not going to pay much attention to this, other than the fact that we shit in fucking DMS's playground.
yeah,
Right in
you
your
did.
mouth.
No, not right
Well,
in their mouth, but
it was
in
in
their
Michelle's
playground
mouth.
for sure. We
It
shit
was
in their
definitely in
sandbox.
Michelle's mouth. That was all over.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's the
Which is
question,
going to make
though, isn't it?
my, attempted, not so much conversion, but reintroduction of Truman a little bit more difficult. That's neither here nor there.
I want you to think on that for a second. Tyra says, I need to know what you mean by that. But first, I'm gonna go to the little girl's room. I'll be back. But think how you're gonna translate what you just said to me that I understand what the fuck you're talking about.
That's fine. You don't have to understand it.
I'm
I
going to
just
make a
want to
water
be
drink.
completely transparent to my band. If you hadn't gotten this from the beginning, is I am doing this for maximum damage to these corporations with no regard to my life other than my message that gets left behind.
At which point Z will actually correct you and go, "That's fine. That's great. You want the message to last? Keep it
I
subtle.
want the damage to last.
That's fine. Keep it subtle so I don't have to fend off enemy net runners. You want to keep it subtle. You want to keep it out there. Keep
Other
it
than-
dark.
Other than Continental Divide, everything else is
Exactly. So we keep it on this level. So I don't have to fend off Continental and Militech and Arasaka and DMS and everybody else that's going to do their shit.
Why is Militech
that's-
involved in this conversation? Tyra says as she comes back.
That shit's gonna
I'm saying
happen.
in
That
general,
shit's gonna
every
happen
corp we go
anyways.
against, somebody's got to say some shit. Somebody's going to
Sure.
come walking up to me and fucking Max and be like, and we're going to serve you.
What
And our response is to burn their goddamn fucking calling card in a goddamn ashtray.
did I miss a Militech song?
No.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure it's coming.
All
I'm
right.
saying keep it subtle enough that I don't have to play on the offensive.
Yeah, the subtlety's going to be there. I mean,
Right.
we're all on board with that, but the level's going to keep taking it up a notch.
That's fine. Take it up a
Well,
notch and a
that's what I'm
notch and a
saying.
notch and a notch and a notch until we fucking burn out.
Well,
Well, that's the
Or we
point that I'm
affect
trying to
change.
make with record deals and live shows. I mean, as much as we don't want to get involved with more of the mainstream shit,
Let's
I
make
mean,
our own record label. Let's put Tyra as the head of it.
Hey,
That
whoa.
way there's someone legit. And Z actually does the air quotes.
I appreciate
on
the
top
vote
of
of
it-
confidence, but I'm not. I have a lot to learn before I assume control of any company.
So do we.
we're not there yet.
We're
Okay.
doing this as we
We're all
fucking go
gonna learn
along.
as we go.
This is just how it is.
Okay.
To be fair, Tyra, love you to death.
Mhm.
You're a great gal, especially now that we've gotten you out from under he who shall not be named.
Right.
We all have a lot of learning to do. To be fair, Chet's bullshit he pulled with us at our first show. No,
Right.
we have no doubt in our minds you will not pull that shit, mostly because you know what will happen if you do.
Well, it's not even that. It's like that's some bullshit. I would talk to you first.
Exactly. He
right.
didn't.
Absolutely.
Right.
Which is the vast difference between the two of you. Which is why
Shit-
we are
shit's
fine with
different.
having you here.
Shit's different. Everybody right here is family.
Exactly. So we run this as we can, as a family. We try to keep each other alive as long as we can.
Yeah.
And let's just make sure she gets out alive.
Well, I'm gonna go grab some shut eye, and we'll see tomorrow like how much we pull in.
Yeah. Absolutely.
See what
We'll
happens.
see the impact that was made.
Yep. She'll finish her beer. She'll head off to her room to go to sleep.
Polly's picking up the tab for dinner and drinks.
Okay.
Actually, he probably actually won't sleep.
But yeah, Vox is gonna drink and hang out with the band for as long as the band decides they want to stay awake and drink.
Yep.
At the very latest, Z is sitting there, if Vox passes out, just reading a book
Okay.
by her lead singer, who's probably passed out in a booth.
So the rest of the evening passes completely uneventfully. You guys eventually make it back, crawling or walking to your rooms. Get some shut eye for at least a couple hours before 10 o'clock the next morning hits and people start to wake up. It ends up being a rather late night for you guys because you just had this great fucking show. You put out this huge fucking message. There's obviously a little bit of nervousness because, like, how much did we piss people off?
Oh, we left the
What?
city.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with a
you guys
lot.
left the city, like, just in case. So you guys wake up the next morning. You see Tyra is sitting on the hood of the station wagon outside, just like shaking her head, looking at her agent like, what the fuck?
I will say
How come-
before we
Is
even
this a
get up
good
to
what the
her,
fuck or a bad what the fuck?
I'll say to the group before we even get up to her, I bet you dollars to donuts. The whole thing was edited and none of it got on. Like,
Oh.
no,
I'm
Probably.
sure.
total censorship.
So Z will actually step after saying that, going, so what's the deal?
You guys walk up, you head down the stairs towards the Thunderbird, and she's standing there, she's like, do you see this shit? And she turns her agent around so you can see the balance that just got sent to her account of 50,000 euro bucks.
Okay.
Must have went better than expected.
We thought, yeah.
We were everywhere. Like, she
that
starts
shit
pulling
live?
stuff up. Yes.
Is that shit live?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Did I forget to tell everybody that they weren't the only ones recording that, and it wasn't us that distributed wherever else it went? My bad.
Vox.
What
I'm
are you
punch
talking
in
about,
your voice
Vox?
box.
Oh,
Yep.
I assumed that was gonna. I didn't know for sure, but I assumed that was gonna happen by the individual who called to set this up for us,
Okay.
not the MS.
Oh,
White?
shit.
I'll just nod.
Wow.
Oh.
So I should be less pessimistic.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So,
that's-
what are we gonna do with this?
It wasn't distributed by us. There is no lead back to us.
So
This doesn't break our contract at all.
Vox. This is off of their fucking channel, and now
I'm sorry, off of Ground
I
Zero's channel?
applaud.
No,
I
off
applaud
of
Mr. White.
D&B's.
That's impressive.
So now the message I got from him last night makes sense. It was about a quarter of the way through the show where he's like, "Don't worry, I have this covered." I don't know what the hell that was about, but I'm assuming maybe they tried to cut the feed and weren't allowed to.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I
Okay,
was
then.
under the direct assumption it would have been completely edited.
Yeah.
I'm
was put
gonna
out live.
expect an angry phone call the second we get back into cell reception.
You guys are in cell reception right now. Remember, the hotel has like an oasis for it.
Hotels,
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't stop Z going, I expect an angry phone call. Or two.
Shit. Hey guys, it's 50 grand. Like
I'm not gonna bitch.
she just laughed. She's like, I don't even know where to start with that. But I mean, aside from obviously sending it out to you guys, but
No. You take your cut first, then you send us.
Yeah. That's 5K to you and 9K to the rest of us.
Yeah,
okay.
that's
You get your 10%, baby.
insanity.
Well,
How much was dinner and
CD
drinks?
knows what he's doing with his.
Oh, upstairs? Honestly, Chris, it was probably like 20, 30 euro bucks.
Oh, okay. So 100. Got it.
Yeah. With
You
a
gotta
nice
tip
tip.
The guy,
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice
the
tip.
guy's cool. We kind of fucked with him last time we were here, so
Definitely tip him,
Correction.
please. If you
CD
don't,
fucked
I
with
will.
him, and Chet fucked with him last time you guys were here. So he was like pouring
Right.
beer on the floor, like, fuck you.
yeah.
I think Vox did it too a little bit. Just saying.
No, I just didn't. I ordered
No.
something expensive and just didn't drink it.
Yeah. We all have straws now, so
Yeah, you guys have all straws now, so you can drink your
Why was
drinks.
Z the only one who had a straw to start this with? Why was this the
We
thing
didn't
that
think
she
that
thought
far
of?
ahead.
No, yeah, nobody was thinking that far
They
ahead with
thought
the
We
masks
didn't
and all the
think about
helmets.
Apparently, Z was the one who thought that far ahead.
So, God damn it, Nate.
Nate is over here just derailing everything with these fucking
It's
3D
CD
glasses.
though, so
Hey,
it's
what
so
do you want? I'm
Right.
the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyra
See-
takes
see-
the
Okay,
Go ahead.
max headroom.
no good.
Tyra takes the $5 grand out, and you guys all get $9 grand a pop sent to your agents, your accounts.
That's not gonna last long because I'm gonna die. But okay.
So, do you all think we should probably, I don't know, rent a place, buy something aside from live? I mean, no offense to Max, and she kind of gestures at the Thunderbird that she's sitting on. I mean, it's
Can
nice.
Can you find us a warehouse where we can set up and do our own shows, so we can skip the middleman and put out our own shit? Just for now, we can't start the record label with this, but
Yeah.
we might be able to buy a big enough building to begin working on to make our personal studio.
Yeah, I can
Right.
start hitting some people up and seeing about talking about available property. We'll have to pay to have people set up the sound in the area because warehouse is going to be crazy on acoustics. So
I'm
we're
pretty
going to
sure
control
Polly can
that.
take care of that.
Yeah, that's true. It's just going to
Yeah,
be
we need-
materials then.
We'll have a target on
We're
it.
gonna need enough space for apartments for ourselves, recording studio area, and then
Right.
whatever else we're gonna. And then the rest of it we can have for whatever we're gonna need. We're gonna need a
Security.
big enough space for the vehicles,
Keep
Well-
it low key as low key as possible.
Can
and the
I-
roof's gonna need to be
Keep our safe
reinforced.
haven.
Can I store my my instruments there?
Yeah,
I mean-
absolutely.
That's where I'm keeping anything not
I mean,
this.
Polly's gonna have to store her workshop where she works on all our instruments. So
Well, you actually get a workshop now, guys. Like,
Yeah,
and we can build like a sound stage, to do for better acoustics.
yeah.
Absolutely.
But Max, I think you got a point there. And Tyra kind of like, you see her think for a second. Yeah, it could have a target on it if we didn't have a netrunner that could run our signal through multiple places before it gets tracked back to you.
what a shame if you did.
Right.
Well,
And
we don't
if
have
we
to-
need on-site security, I'm pretty sure some your nomad friends wouldn't mind being paid just to hang around and make sure shit's kosher.
We might not need Max's family for that.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Okay.
I know. I know a couple of small time gangs that might.
Keep an eye on
Help
your
out.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
But maybe we can help house them through some of the pay that we would give them around the area, so we
Polly
control
and
that block.
Z, we might be able to get some eyes.
Right. And they
At least until we get someone big, like, say, for whatever reason, we piss off Maelstrom, or someone who pays Maelstrom.
I can't think of anybody who doesn't piss off Maelstrom, to be honest. Tyra kind of chuckles.
Somebody who pays Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Either way, if there's something you can do to enhance our area, look into
We
it.
have slightly already done that.
Absolutely.
Well, how about this then? I'll head into town and start looking some places up, seeing what I can get on the ground. Why don't you guys just take a small vacation out here? Take a couple days. Chill out.
Sounds good. We
See
have
what happens.
There is a chill. What is this you speak of?
Well, relax, you know?
write some more songs for future
Wait.
shows.
Yeah.
I
You
would
want to
like
go
to do
shopping
that.
again? I didn't get to go to the night market last time.
Well,
Yes, you guys are
shit,
allowed
yeah.
to do that.
is there any way
okay.
Night marketing might be some good shit.
just like give me my cut before you go?
You
Oh,
already
yeah,
got it.
very
She
sensitive.
already
Yeah,
sent it
cut.
to everybody.
Okay. You guys are gonna have to find whatever property without my portion. I'll kick in for
be
rent, but I'm not.
No, that's fine, dude.
The way I'm seeing it, honestly, like, we're not buying it. We're just going to probably rent the place outright. You know, that's, you know, it's a warehouse, something that's not being used. Probably be a little more towards the outskirts of the city, you know, Haywood area, probably.
Perfect.
I mean, we can find something out there that's going to be pretty cheap that shouldn't be expensive to kick in for. I mean,
Right on.
I'm not expecting to buy it out.
Hey Z, is it possible you could like send something out, you know, in the data pool about like a food drive?
I could do that. Tell me a where, when, and how much.
It's first come, first serve. Somewhere where there's lots of corpse and I can just hand out food to people on the street.
I can do that. Do you want to go alone, or are you taking backup?
No, I'll
Well,
go.
so at least somebody's going with them,
I don't care.
even if they're not. Even if they just stand in the crowd, nobody
Like-
goes anywhere alone.
I love you, CD. This is not a slight on your abilities at all. Want to make that clear, but I want to make sure you're safe. Your family, dude.
Yeah, I'm safe. I'm the solo.
Yeah, that doesn't
That's
change
true,
my
too.
opinion. Having at least somebody who can back you up is always a good thing. Even if you don't
will
need
have-
them, they're still there.
He will have backup.
Anybody that wants to help can help. I'm not telling anybody not to.
Then yeah, if you want to set out a data pool announcement,
Yeah, I pick a
I will
random place
do what I
and
can and
that's where I'll go.
combat everyone required to make
He's
it
your
happen.
not Swedish murder machine.
No, he's our American murder machine.
So, Ray, I will take whatever it like costs me to live over the course of a month. I will take that and I'll squirrel it away. And the rest of that money, I will buy food, clothing, whatever I can get my hands on, raw supplies that will help people. And I will go and I will hand that shit out to people on the streets.
To
I'll
find
kick
something,
$5,000. I'll kick $5,000 into that pot of what he needs.
so to find something with that volume, you're
I'll do
probably going to
five
need to
too.
work through a fixer.
Okay.
To be completely honest,
fine.
because that's a
I know.
lot of product you guys are dropping
Yeah.
thousands of Eurobucks on.
Yeah.
So since everybody here essentially has grown up or lived in combat zones and are used to that type of life, there are a couple options that come to mind. You guys can go to local fixers in one of the neighborhoods and see if they have whatever they can have bought up in that area and given to you guys for the drive. Or alternatively, you can do one of two things. One, you can help Max's clan and see if they can arrange something through Santiago to get stuff to you, which is going to be more probably secondhand and night market type, you know, gathering of shit. Or the other option, which is you talk to the best fixer you know, which is Rogue,
I would probably go the fixer route.
through just local people.
No, I would go through Rogue.
Through Rogue, okay. So you know that she can get you newer stuff, more well, stuff in better condition. Essentially,
Yeah.
you can get better foodstuffs, you can get better supplies, better living, you know, materials, and just hygiene materials and clothing through her because she can get it probably off the back of a truck type situation. Whereas if you go through the nomads, it's going to be all secondhand scavenged shit and whatever they can spare that's just collected and sent to you. If you go through local neighborhoods, it's probably going to be hand-me-down stuff as well from local stores. So going through Rogue, you can set that up. It's going to take you a meeting with her, more than likely. So you have to go to Afterlife, say, hey, I want to hit you about this thing. We can do that as a simple, like, hey, I hit her up, blah, blah, blah. Let me know what you want. I'll let you know what her demands are.
Yeah.
And then it'll probably be a couple days while she's getting everything in order.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's what I'll do. I want stuff to give to people who don't have.
Okay.
So this money to me, the whole purpose of having this money is if I keep it, I'm a sellout. If I give it to these people, if I take this corp money and I reinvest it back into the people who the corp should be doing, then I don't give a shit what anybody says.
You're not a sellout at that point, and that's why Z is chipping in $5,000.
Oh, Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
Vox is doing it too.
So
We're like,
just
no,
for
give it back.
scale, here's what's going on. CD is chipping in 8,500 euro bucks. Like he needs 500 minimal stuff to live. Like because you guys have pretty much been living in the back of the car in hotels, using money you've gotten from shows. So his expenses aren't very high. Even when you think about, okay, we want to do stuff to rent a warehouse, 500 euro bucks from each of you guys is more than enough to get a warehouse small, to be
That's
honest. So that would handle things for a
I'll
month.
kick in some more. I didn't realize that.
I'd say,
Throw in
I'd say
$3
Z will do
grand
the
more.
same because, I mean, both Vox and Z grew up in CZs.
So I'll throw it a total of $8,000 at it, which leaves me a little over $1,000 because I had some money that was my own anyways.
Okay.
So yeah,
hope you don't
I'm
lose any
reinvesting the
limbs.
majority of it.
How much more does Z want to put in?
Same amount, another $3,000.
That's what fucking
Okay.
24
That's
grand.
32 grand.
That's
No, that's 24 because
24.
That's
20
24.5
Yeah.
for just the three of you guys. Is anybody else chipping into the Spendapalooza here?
What's the total at right now?
24.5K.
Almost
Between
half of what
Z,
we were given.
CD, and Vox.
Yeah, it's almost half of you guys' proceeds from that concert. And it's only from three of you so far.
So I was actually planning on reinvesting mine.
If
like,
Max needs to
through
do
my
it with the family, Z won't look down on him for it.
Okay. No,
Right, still going to people in need.
so you're going to put some of your money to go back to Snake Nation?
Yes.
How much you want to toss their way?
Let's see. Did I miss a previous I'm showing that before this $9,000 I only have 250.
I only have three.
You're missing a payout.
You're missing a payout. I think it was like $3,000. Yeah, it was like $3,000 you guys all got before
yes,
that.
it was. Yeah,
Yep.
$3,000.
Okay.
So you
that
have a
was the
total-
game that I missed. Okay.
Yeah, you guys have a total of 12,000 euro bucks between that last payout and this one. Each.
I loaned some money to somebody, which is why I had less.
So I have 12,250. I am going to kick back 10,000 to the family.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
So for that 10 grand, off the bat, I'm going to tell you that Max can get a free upgrade to a vehicle or a swap out to a new vehicle. Right now, you have the Thunderbird station wagon that has living quarters in the back, the ejector seats, all the bells and whistles you wanted, smuggling compartment, ejector seats. They can either give you another upgrade onto that vehicle, which will take like a day or so, or they can get you a new vehicle. Because you're giving them 10,000 euro bucks. That's a lot of money.
I will have them upgrade. I want an upgrade, and then I want somebody there to start giving me flying lessons.
Okay, that's easily done. Now, mind you, the
lessons,
Snake Nation
okay.
is more of a land-based clan, but
They
they
are.
can make some connections that can get you some people who are able to teach you how to fly.
Just in a, I don't want to do it just as like a thing, but I want to know how to do it, just in case if there ever is a need to transport anything by air. I want to be able to do it.
Yeah, that's not a problem. They'll make the arrangements. You're giving a big enough tithe that they're like, yeah, sure, that's not a problem.
And then I will. I'm gonna look at vehicle upgrades now.
Okay, and Polly, what do you want to do with your
Well,
newfound wealth?
4,800 is going to my family.
Okay.
My parents have 4 more kids that they still need to take care of, and that's gonna go a long way for them.
All right. So you guys have a couple days of downtime at this point.
And I'm kicking $2,000 to the food drive, but I
Oh.
gotta save some money for a night market run because there's gonna be more shit that I'm gonna need for doing
Sorry.
all the shit.
And is getting pets.
Well,
Well,
remember,
complaining. So I went.
There's
What?
there's other revenue potentially coming in too from merch in other areas. This was just the payout from Mr. White.
Right. And there's upgrades that I'm gonna want to.
And Z is of course concern. I have concern. There's concern.
Crazy shit.
With a
Sorry.
total payout that's going towards this food and clothing and just basically necessity drive, things that are necessary for people to survive and feel clean and well fed and clothed. You guys have nearly 27,000 euro bucks into this. At this point, you're gonna have probably 2 tractor trailers worth of product to put out.
Assuming
So
your net
Can
revenue
we
doesn't
do this in
some
the
shit.
neighborhood? We're gonna rent that warehouse.
you could, but that's going to draw a lot of attention.
Right,
Like
it's gonna just
I'm telling you right
Yeah.
now,
If we just
Make a
if
different
it-
neighborhood.
If it goes out lo-fi, just word on the street and just contacting local street people. and
this
doing
is
it,
going to pass
not
more.
hitting the news.
So here's the thing: two semi trailers worth of goods. If you want to do that low key, you have to do it like over a course of like 2 or 3 weeks. Because if you do this huge drive for this with $27,000 worth of product, that's going to draw attention, and it's not going to stay quiet. Even if you're like, "Hey guys, don't tell anybody outside the neighborhood," it's going to get out.
I don't want
just-
it
wanted
to.
to-
I just wanted to
I
throw
don't-
it out there, see if we could do it. That's
I don't
all.
want it to be low key. I want it to. I want it to be known that we
Exactly.
put our money where our mouth is. My personal taste would be to take it to like the group of people that I grew up with, which are the Warren Rats. But really, like wherever this can get to the most amount of people. But certainly, I want attention. Like I'm going to be wearing my mask. I don't want anybody to know that me, the guy under the helmet, is doing shit. I want people to know that the guy in the mask, in the
CD
band,
driver.
right, took
is doing
that
shit.
money that we earned from the corp, and we're giving it directly back to the people because they're not doing it themselves.
Yeah,
Right,
I'd say
same
Z
here.
will be
Nice.
in background,
Perfect.
running back up for him.
Okay.
Z,
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
there
to,
too, for sure.
I want you to add on to that I'm going to have a tech table set up for
All right.
repairs, running from cyberware to household items, mics, whatever.
Okay. You
Oh,
you
okay.
want that? You got it. Z will give you
Yep.
that, no problem.
And that's going to wrap it for this episode of Cyberpunk. Now, we've got a lot of money that they decided to sink into this, I guess, goods drive for the communities. It's interesting to see that they went this direction because that was not at all how I thought things were going to go and what they would spend the money on. However, there are complications involved in doing something like this, especially in a place like Night City. If you are going to gather nearly 30,000 euro bucks worth of gear to give out for free, it's going to potentially draw gang attention. And we start talking about that in the next episode after their call with Rogue and their dealings with her and her people. So we'll see you next episode.